Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Hearthstone. Today is a very exciting day as the Whispers of the Old Gods expansion is finally released. It took a little while, but finally we can go ahead and unwrap some of the card packs. And the game has decided to go ahead and immediately give me one of the, legendary cards that's very important in this expansion. We're gonna be able to play Khotun right off the get-go. A welcome from the Old Gods. Khotun would like to be able to be the first to welcome you with a tentacly embrace. That is awesome. Alrighty. So, oh, we got some Harbingers of Doom as well. A couple of servants to help you open the Old God packs. Alright. So one thing I would like to mention is that I currently have 53 packs available. 3 I just got for free from simply just opening up the game, and then 50 I pre-purchased as well. Now, one of the things I would like to point out is that I haven't actually opened any of them yet. I've read a couple of the card descriptions online, but very few of them I actually know. Alright, so we're gonna do some reading here, but obviously we'll go ahead and unlock and unwrap every single legendary in the game, right? Here we go. Okay. Whew. I do like those opening animations. They're so sexy, alright? Now, I'm not particularly fast when it comes to opening up packs, by the way, for anyone who's not aware of that. First and foremost, we got the South Sea Squid Face. It gives your weapon +2 attack, alright? We got the Primal Fusion. Give a minion +1/+1 for each of your totems. That's pretty interesting. Tentacle of Nazad, for all the classes, deal a 1 damage to all minions on the death rattle. We got the Discipline of Khotun. Deals 2 damage, give your Khotun +2/+2 wherever it is. Alright, yeah, so the Disciple right here is pretty interesting, because obviously that will basically just, strengthen up Khotun a lot. But it's an interesting one because, well, even if you don't have it drawn yet, it's gonna be of value. And then we also have the Polluted Hoarder. Alright, so that's a 4/2 that gives you a draw a card on the death rattle. Cool. We got a lot of packs to open up, though. I don't want to make this video like an hour long, so... Oh, we've got our first epic. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The Tentacle of Nazad, another one right there. Then we got Invest on the Hunter. Gives your minion death rattle. Add a random beast to your hand. That's a 3-mana card, though. Seems very expensive. On the Hunt. Deals 1 damage and summons a 1/1 Mastiff. Alright. We got a Mastiff. We got a big-ass dog. That's fine. That's pretty interesting, though. I don't know if the Mastiff is gonna have charge. Kinda depends. Destroy a frozen minion with Shatter. Ooh. Oh, that's a fascinating one. And then we also have the Cyclopean Horror. A taunt with the battle cry to gain +1 health from each enemy minion. I see. Don't know how crazy good that would be, but maybe it would be a counter to something like Zuluk, right? Depends on how powerful those kind of decks will be. Obviously, a lot of the old decks will be forced to change. Ooh, alright. Alright, I don't really care too much for golden, but... Battlecry, if your Khotun has at least 10 attack, gain 10 armor. Ooh. Does that also work? Like, does that only work if you've played it? It's a 7. You can actually get a ton of armor on that, though. The Ancient Shield Bearer. Alright. The Cult Apothecary. For each enemy minion, restore 2 health to your hero. Interesting. Now we also have a Summon a 1/1 Ooze with Taunt on the Bilefin Tidehunter, which is going to be a Murloc. We get the Umgun Rager, which is a 3-mana 1/5. Yeah, no. Then we have also the Bog Creeper, which is a 6/8. And it's 7 mana in total. Cool. Cool. So as you may have noticed, like, they're gonna be changing a lot of the, like, current existing cards up as well. Making it a completely different game. We get the Evolved Kobold here. The spell damage +2 for a 4-mana card and a 2/2. Not sure if that's going to be any good. Another tentacle there. We got Evolve. Transform your minions into a random minion that costs 1 more. That sounds extremely good. Is that just me? That Shaman card right there could very well be one of the best. Maybe I'm completely exaggerating that, but I've noticed, by the way, whenever I do kind of card pack openings and I don't actually know the cards, people in the comments get really upset for me calling really good cards really bad and the other way around. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just haven't read up on them very much because I'd like to be able to experience this content fresh. We get the Bloodhoof Brave. A taunt with an enrage to get +3 attack. Alright. Pretty interesting. We'll see how strong that will be for warriors. There's obviously a bunch of cards that could make that relatively okay for him. We get the Zealous Initiate. Give a random friendly minion +1/+1. Alright, that's a death rattle though, so obviously hard to say how good that will be. We have the Servant of Yogg-Saron. Cast a random spell that costs 5 or less. Targets chosen randomly. Oh man. RNG heaven on that one right there. We have Cthulhu's Chosen. Divine Shield, Battle Cry. Give your Katoon wherever it is, +2/+2. We have the Invested Tauren. Not an Invested Charon, an Invested Tauren. To get a Taunt and a Death Rattle to summon a 2/2 Slime. Okay. That's interesting. I don't think the Slime is going to be taunted. Then we also have the Twilight Elder. At the end of your turn, give your Katoon... Wow. Just give it +1/+1 wherever it is. That Katoon is an expensive card, though. It's a 10 mana card. It's going to be difficult to pull off. It's going to be interesting to play some decks, though, that are based around it. Alright. First off, we have the Flame Wreathed Faceless. That's a 4 mana with 2 overload 7/7. That's extremely good, right? Once again. Shaman is getting some good cards here, isn't it? We have the Twilight Elder. At the end of your turn, give your Katoon +1/+1. We have another Rager right there. We got another Invested Tauren and a Silithid Swarmer. Can only attack if your hero is attacked this turn. Wait. Oh, wait. Can only attack if your hero attacked this turn. Okay, so that's only going to be, you know, for a couple of classes. I mean, generally speaking, Priest wouldn't be attacking. Not anytime soon, at least. No legendaries yet. I remember the previous expansion, we opened up like a ton of legendaries right from the get-go. Another Faceless here. This Faceless is really good. I think it's really good. In combination, particularly with the previous one, it could be super powerful. Journey Below. Discover a Death Rattle card for the Rogue. Okay. Interesting. We have another Tidehunter here for the Murlocs. Primal Fusion for the Shaman. And then a Darkshire... Our Darkshire Alchemist restores 5 health on the Battle Cry. Is that a 5 heal that I can target? That would probably be pretty reasonable, although that's still pretty pricey, 5 mana for that. Okay. Ooh. I'm hoping here that we're gonna get at least a couple of legendaries, obviously. Alright, so we get a Faceless Summoner here. Summon a random 3-cost minion. 6 mana, 5/5. Okay, not too bad. The Twilight Geomancer. Taunt, give your Katoon Taunt wherever it is. I like the idea of like getting a huge katana, but it's gonna be pretty difficult to you know, even get that card into play. We get another Swarmer here, a Light in the Darkness for the Paladin. Discover a minion and give it 1/1. And then also on the hunt once again for the Hunter. It's gonna be interesting though to see what kind of decks people will be able to come up with here. Ooh, we get another Epic. That's good. Alrighty, so the Divine Strength. Give a minion +1/+2. That's pretty good for 1 mana, I'd say. We get the Skilled Nightmare at the end of, or if you start of your turn, double this minion's attack. Oh, I see. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Since this is an all classes one, you could obviously get some pretty crazy, you know, Dragon Priests and whatnot out with this, because 8 health is very difficult to kill. And obviously, you can't just, Big Game Hunter it. You could silence it, though, so whatever. Adult Grizzly over here. After you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. Okay. That's 3 mana, 2/2. Pretty expensive. We have the Faceless Summoner. Summon a random 3... Yeah, okay. We already had that. And then the Possessed Villager. Summon a 1/1 Shadow Beast. So basically, this is just 2 1/1s for 1 mana. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, we'll make sure to glitch this one a little. Like, you see that glitch right there in the top right corner? That unlocks more legendaries, I believe. I believe. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. A Light in the Darkness. Katoon's Chosen once again. Actually, have you already had this? I don't know. Divine Shield. Battle Cry. Give your Katoon wherever it is. +2/+2. Okay. Then we have the Shifting Shade. Copy a card from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. Okay, so that's the Death Rattle there. Pretty interesting. Basically a card draw mechanic. Then we have the Squirming Tentacle, a 2/4 for all classes, and the Shadow Strike. Deal 5 damage to an undamaged character. Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty powerful right there. Nice. I like that that graphic a lot as well. They make some really cool art in this game for sure. Ooh, bunch of rares. On the hunt, all right. Midnight Drake. Gain +1 attack to each other card in your hand. Gain +1 attack for each other card in your hand. All right. All right. So that's pretty interesting. That's pretty similar to the Drake we already have. Then we get the Stormcrack as well for the Shaman. Deal 4 damage to a minion. Overload 1. That's also really good, right? You can clear up so many cards with that. It's basically like a weaker version of the Major card, except that this one is obviously targetable. Then we also have the Corrupted Seer. Deal 2 damage to all non-Murloc minions. Alright, we'll see how good that could be. That's a 6 mana 2/3 though. Ugh. And then also the Blackwater Pirate. Your weapons cost 2 less. Cool. We still have a lot of packs to open up, though. So far, nothing too lucky. I think I may have already used up most of my luck. Not a bunch of primal fusions there. An evolve. Another evolve at the very least. This one's great. Yeah, it is all minions, so that's really good. The Twilight Geomancer. We already had that one as well. And then another Bulk Creeper too. We're already starting to jump into duplicates. Well, we got another epic at the very least. The Eternal Sentinel. Unlock your overloaded crystals. That's also really good. They're giving some really sick early game shaman cards. Am I mistaken? This is pretty insane, right? Right? I think so. Because you could also use the Evolve card that we just saw, right? For upgrading. I think. Anyways, we got the Bloodsteel Cultist as well. If you control a pirate, give your weapon 1/1. Alright. We got a Ravaging Ghoul here for the warrior as well. Deal 1 damage to all other minions. Okay. The Darkshire Councilman. That is all other minions though, so that's pretty interesting. Maybe you could use that to buff up the Tauren. The Darkshire Councilman, after you summon a minion, gain +1 attack. So this is a zoo card, kind of. And we have a massive Dragonhawk. Oh, that's cool. A grotesque Dragonhawk with the 5/5 Wind Fury. That's pretty insane, but for 7 mana, that's not cheap. We got Cthulhu's Chosen over here. The Doomcaller as well. Give your Cthulhu +2/+2. If it's dead, shovel it into your deck. Alright. And then we have the Spawn of N'Zoth. Give your minions +1/+1. Interesting. Give your minions +1/+1 on a death rattle. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Then we have the Divine Strength as well. Once again for the Paladin. And the Eldritch Horror. 8 mana, 6/10. Okay. Okay. A bunch of the cards are hard to say, obviously, how well they will be used or how often they will be used. The Dark Arakoa. Battlecry, give you Cthulhu +3/+3 wherever it is. 6 mana, 5/7. We have the Mark of Ishar. Give a minion +2/+2, and if it's a beast, draw a card. Wow, that's really good too. Like, pretty much every single time you'd get +2/+2 plus a card draw, right? That's really sick for Druid. Then you also have a deal 1 damage to a random enemy with the Fiery Bat on the Death Rattle. So 1 mana, 2/1. And that invest as well. So give your minions Death Rattle, add a random beast to your hand. Invest is also really good. Add a random beast to your hand. That's sick. That's a sick card draw. In particular, if you have like a bunch of, I don't know, like a bunch of Unleash the Hound cards, right? A bunch of the wolves. Or a bunch of the hounds, I guess this would be. There's definitely some crazy room for strategy here. Couple of Twilight Elders here. Then we have the Steward of Darkshire, or Darkshire. Whenever you summon a 1 health minion, give it Divine Shield. That's pretty interesting. We have another Flame Wreathed Face. I really want to go ahead and make a Shaman card, or a Shaman deck. It sounds really good. It's obviously really hard to say though, and another Possessed Villager, but it's hard to say, like, what decks are going to be powerful and what decks are not going to be, because a lot of the cards that we're used to, like our good old beloved Dr. Boom, not going to be playable anymore in Standard, right? Evolve. Another one. Another one, Faceless. Then we have the Darkshire Councilman once again, the Duskboar. A 2 mana 4/1. Yeah, no. And then also a Divine Strength. 2 mana 4/1. Never going to survive a turn. Got another Epic. That's good. Another Epic. We have a bunch of epics already though, and we actually get 2 of the same one immediately. So first off, another Eldritch Horror, then a Klaxi Amber Weaver. If your Cthulhu has less than, or at least 10 attacks, give it +5 health. Alright. And then also the Faceless over here. The Crazed Worshipper. Whenever the minion takes damage, give your Cthulhu +1/+1, wherever it is. Whenever this minion takes damage, give your Cthulhu +1/+1. I don't know. Like, it's hard to say how good that Cthulhu card will truly be because it's so expensive, but... Alright, well, we got 2 of those at the very least. So far, nothing too legendary. We're looking for a couple legendaries at least, right? We got a couple of golden rares, though. We got a Shifting Shade, a Selfless Hero. Give a random friendly minion Divine Shield. Not bad. A Bladed Cultist. Well, this card, I don't know. I don't know how good it is. We got a Bladed Cultist. Gain 1/1 for the combo. Okay, so that's a 1 mana 2/3 then. That's pretty nice. The Twilight Geomancer. Give your Cthulhu Taunt wherever it is. And we got another one of those. I'm gonna go ahead and disenchant all of the golden cards that we got. Just because I really have very little use for it. A Hooded Acolyte. Whenever a character is healed, give you Cthulhu +1/+1 wherever it is. Alright. You'll get the Twilight Dark Mender. If your Cthulhu has at least 10 attack, restore 10 health to your hero. At the end of your turn, give you Cthulhu +1/+1. And then we have a Faceless Behemoth as well. It's a 10 mana 10/10. A 10 mana 10/10. That's pretty expensive for 10 mana. I'd probably go ahead and put Cthulhu in there instead, but hey. Yeah, I probably would. This is like a weaker version of Cthulhu right here, right? Well, maybe not. Depends on, I guess, what it turns out to be. Obviously, it depends on the cards that you put in your deck. And now we also have the Spawn of Nazad. Give your minions +1/+1. It's hard to say where the balance would already lie right now. Ooh, another epic. Another epic. We got plenty epics, plenty rares, not gonna lie. Alright, Forbidden Healing. Spend all your mana and restore twice that much health. Wait, spend all your mana. So let's say you have like 2 mana or like 0 mana remaining. You just spend it spent all your mana and restores twice that much in health. That's pretty fascinating. Obviously, this could be 6 healing, but this could also be 20 healing, right? Pretty cool. Nazad's First Mate. Equip a 1/3 Rusty Hook. Okay. We get Disciple of Cthulhu. I've been calling him different kinds of names. Satun, Cthulhu, whatever. Disciple of Cthulhu. Deals 2 damage and give you Cthulhu +2/+2 wherever it is. We have the Blood of the Ancient One. If you control 2 of those at the end of your turn, merge them into the Ancient One. Not sure what the Ancient One is, but we get the Blood of the Ancient One at least, which is pretty easy to pull off for 2 turns, I suppose, right? Like, it just needs to survive for 1 turn if you have the second one in hand. So that's a 9/9/9. That's really good. Probably better than a 10/10/10. We also have a Citadel Swarmer. Alright. 20 packs later or so. Lots of rares. 0 legendaries. Adult Grizzly. After you summon a minion, give it 1/1. Aberrant Berserker. Enraged with +2 attack is a 4 mana 3/5. Psychotron. A Taunt with Divine Shield that also has 3/4. The Tentacle of Nazad. And then another First Mate. The First Mate is an interesting naming. Another epic. Obsessed Villager. Flame Rooted Faceless. Forbidden Shaping. Spend all your mana and summon a random minion that costs that much. Summon a random minion? That's an interesting way to play, though. Like, spend all your mana and then summon something after that. It's pretty cool. We have the Primal Fusion as well. Give a minion 1/1 for each of your totems. And then a Cult Sorcerer. After you cast a spell, give your Cthulhu +1/+1. And that is a 3/2 for 2 mana with 1 spell damage. Okay. Like, the thing is, it's hard to say how good that Cthulhu is. Right? Golden Common. Fiery Bat for the Hunter. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy. The Darkshire Councilman. After you summon a minion, gain +1 attack. Then we have the Primal Fusion that gives 1/1 for all of my totems to a minion. And then we have the Dark Aroka. Battlecry give your Cthulhu +3/+2 wherever it is. And then the Steward of Darkshire once again. Really not getting very much yet. Maybe we need to shake it a little bit more. There we go. Maybe that's better. Maybe that will do. Nope. We get a Twilight Flamecaller. Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Pretty fascinating there. Master of Evolution. Transform a friendly minion into a random one that costs 1 more. See, that's pretty good. I like those kind of plays. To transform into something that's more expensive on the Shaman. That's really cool to see. We'll see how well that plays out. Obviously, Shaman, widely considered one of the weakest classes in the game. Do get another epic there. Call of the Wild. Summon all 3 animal companions. So we get Misha, Leok, and... wow, that's actually... wow, okay. That could probably be pretty good. 8 mana is pretty steep, but I can imagine Hunter's running this. I mean, that's a lot of potential, and that's basically 3 minions off of 1 card with a lot of synergy, right? Because basically, Huffer would always stay alive for at least a turn. Cool. Do you have the Forlorn Stalker? Give a Death Rattle minion, or give all Death Rattle minions in your hand 1/1. We get the Twisted Worgen, a 3/1 stealth. Okay then. So it's basically just better than the other Worgen. Not bad. And also a Tentacle of Nazad once again. I've got like 20 tentacles already. Ooh, guys. Ooh, guys. I see what's going on here. That's a legendary. We got a Rallying Blade here for the Paladin. Give a 1/1 to your minions with Defiant Shield. Okay. We're ready for this one? This is the first legendary that I'm getting in the Whispers of the Old Gods. Legendary. Molokorok. Equip a random weapon. That's a 7 mana 6/5. For the warrior. Maybe. Depends on what the weapon you get, right? There's some pretty sick weapons in the game. There's also some pretty terrible ones. Ooh. Get a bunch of rares and an epic. Bloodhoof Brave once again. We have the Squirming Tentacle. Servant of Yogg-Saron. Cast a random spell that costs 5 or less. Then we also have the Hammer of Twilight. Summons a 4/2 elemental on the Death Rattle. 5 mana 4/2. So 2 durability. Interesting. I get a lot of Shaman cards, so I'd like to make a deck around that. Then also the Demented Frostcaller. After you cast a spell, freeze a random minion. Okay. A random enemy, rather. Nerubian Prophet. At the start of your turn, reduce the card or the card's cost by 1. Oh, alright. So you sort of like mulligan for this and then you just keep it in your hand. Pretty cool. Eldritch Horror as well, 8 mana 6/10. Cthulhu's Chosen. The Squid Face over here as well. And then the Scaram Cultist. Give your Cthulhu +2/+2. 6 mana 7/6. Okay, the Zealous Initiate. Darkshire Librarian. Discard a random card. But the Death Rattle is to draw a card. Okay. That's pretty fascinating. A 2 mana 3/2. Hooded Acolyte. Another First Mate, as well as a Duskboar. Not really seeing very much use out of the Duskboar, I'm afraid. We get a Selfless Hero, a Shadow Strike, Darkshire Alchemist once again, and then also Shatter. Shatter is probably a card you'd be running in some sort of Freeze Mage. Okay, we get a Swarming Tentacle, the Ancient Shield Bearer, Scaram Cultist, Psychotron. Ha! That's like an Annoyatron, but worse. I see what you're trying to do here, game. That is a 5 mana 3/4 with Taunt and Defiant Shield. That is a pain in the ass card if I've ever seen one. But the strength really of the Annoyatron is that it doesn't just buy you time, but it's also just a really powerful 2 drop in the game in general. We'll see how good this is compared to other 5 drops. Then we have the Ravaging Ghoul, deal 1 damage to all other minions. Alrighty. 21 card packs remaining. Twisted Organ Duskboar, Cult Apothecary, and then also the Primal Fusion. And we get a Thing from Below. Costs 1 less for each totem you've summoned this game. Huh. Pretty interesting. You could really only have summoned like 3 or 4 by the time you would curve that, I suppose, but... still would be a pretty good option for the late game. There we actually get another Thing from Below as well. We have a Carrier Grub here, which is a 3 mana 2/5 and a disgusting looking thing. The Stand Against the Darkness for the Paladin. Summon 5 1/1 Silverhand Recruits. Oh man. Do they synergize with the Quartermaster? I'm assuming they do. And we also get a Blade Cultist. Alright. Or a Bladed Cultist, rather. Nothing too lucky so far, though. Nothing too lucky so far. Obviously, we've got plenty of packs remaining here. But Nerubian Prophet once again. Discover a minion on the light in the darkness. Discover a minion and give it 1/1. Yes, we already had that. Got a second one as well. Face the Summoner. Summons a random 3-cost minion. And then also Blood to Ichor. Itcher? I don't know. Do a 1 damage to a minion. If it survives, summon a 2/2 slime. Ooh. That's pretty interesting. Guess it kind of depends on how it would work out though, but you can definitely, you know, create some tempo, I suppose, with that. Twilight Geomancer. Yes, we get a Thistle Tea. Draw a card, add 2 extra copies of it in your hand. That is expensive. 6 mana for 2 cards. For 3 cards, I suppose. Not sure. Shatter once again, and then the Shadow Strike 2. Deal 5 damage to non-damaged air character. The nice thing, I guess, about this is that it could be really good against, if you know exactly what your opponent is running. Otherwise, it might be pretty tricky, though, to pull off. Whoops. We get another epic. A Hammer of Twilight once again. And a Fiery Bat. Death Rattle. Yep, we already had all of those. I would like to get at least a second legendary. That would be fair, right? We're getting a lot of epics, so there's that. Golden Epic! Alrighty. So we got all of those already, if I'm not mistaken. Usher of Souls. Whenever a friendly minion dies, give your Cthulhu +1/+1 wherever it is. Alright. So we get the Forbidden Ancient. Spend all of your mana and gains 1/1 for each mana spent. Ooh, that could be pretty cool. That could actually be pretty good as well. Right? Spend all your mana and gains 1/1 for each of the mana spent. Alright. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Not too impressed by these so far. Vested Wolf. Summon 2 1/1 spiders. Summon 2 1/1 spiders on the Death Rattle for a 4 mana card on a 3. Not sure. Seems reasonable, but seems pretty expensive as well. Okay, we have another Librarian here. And a Mark of Ishar. Give a minion 2/2 if it's a beast, draw a card. Yeah, we've already saw that one. That's like seemed to be pretty cool at least. Yep, I think we've already had all of those. Only 12 cards remaining, guys. Only 12 packs and 1 legendary so far. Maybe we've used up all of our luck. Maybe we've used up all of the luck that we've sort of gathered over time. We're not quite there yet, though. The power word Tentacles. Given minion +2/+6. 5 mana. Alright, well, that could be pretty reasonable as well. We seem to be getting quite a couple of the same cards over and over and over again. I wonder how many basic ones I'm going to be missing here. Another epic and 2 rares. Twilight Summoner. Summon a 5/5 Faceless Destroyer. Ooh. So that's basically a 6/6 for 4 mana-ish. That seems pretty cool. We got a Bilefin Tidehunter. A Rallying Blade. Give your minions +1/+1 with Defiant Shield. Okay, that's actually also pretty interesting. Because it's still a 3 mana, 3 attack, 2 durability. Yeah, could be good. Okay, 9 packs. I'm getting a bunch of epics, but very little besides that. Pharaoh Rage for the Druid here. Choose one. Give your hero +4 attack this turn or gain 8 armor. 8 armor for 3 mana? That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that is pretty good. The Usher of Souls. Like, if you're playing like a Ramp Druid or something, this could be extremely powerful. Usher of Souls, Darkshire Librarian, and a bunch of other cards that we've already had. The Zealous Initiate, Called Sorcerer, bunch of Duskboars. Got a whole lot of those already as well, but I'm starting to be a little bit worried here, guys. We're not having the craziest luck so far. 6 packs remaining. I know we will get some more packs if we play some more of the actual standard games as well. Eater of Secrets. Destroy all enemy secrets and gain 1/1 for each. Huh. That's pretty interesting. That is like the hard counter to Secret Paladin right there, but it's hard to say whether or not you would actually put that in your deck. Depends, I guess, on how powerful things like Secret Paladin are gonna be, and I don't even really know exactly if that card is even gonna still be run, right? The Mysterious Challenger, I'm not sure. We get a Midnight Drake here as well, gains 1 attack for each other card in your hand, yes. 4 card packs remaining, guys. 1 legendary in this many card packs? Oh, man. Oh, noes. Oh, noes. We got another one. That's pretty cool. I was gonna say, that would be disappointing. I was hoping for like 3. Ready? Legendaries. Ragnaros, the Light Lord. At the end of your turn, restore 8 health to a damage-friendly character. That is like the Dark Lord. I've already got the Dark Lord. I play that card quite a bit. That's pretty awesome, actually. I like the idea of that a lot. At the end of your turn, restore 8 health. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how good that is truly gonna be. At least we got a second legendary as well. Bunch of other shatters. Bunch of other stuff. Oh man. We do get another epic here. The Twilight Summoner. Summon a 5/5 Faceless Destroyer. The Blood to Ichor, Hooded Acolyte, Twisted Worgen, and the Infested Torrent. Summon a 5/5 Faceless Destroyer is going to be pretty fascinating. We'll see how good that is. But the final pack for now, guys. The absolute final pack for now. Any good? Anything good? Anything good? Nope, 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 nope. Nothing too exciting. Nothing too exciting, I'm afraid. So, I guess it's fair to say right here that we got plenty of duplicates in here. In general, I don't really run any duplicates. So, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and hit the button. Disenchant a whole bunch of them. Actually bringing my total of Arcane Dust up quite a bit. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and disenchant pretty much all of the golden cards that I don't want. And that I can disenchant, obviously. The only one that I'm probably not going to disenchant is going to be the Forbidden Ancient. It seems pretty reasonable. I don't know how powerful it's gonna be, but I think it's a card that people might very well be running. Other than that, I may keep a couple of them, but other than that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of at least most. So that brings the total up to 4,500 dusts, or at least close to it. As far as all the new ones goes, we definitely got some hovering to do because there's a ton of new cards available to us right now. I'll obviously go ahead and use this to my advantage, try my very best here to get a good deck going for you guys as well. So if you're interested in seeing some follow-up videos for Hearthstone, obviously make sure to, you know, hit that subscribe button down below so you get a notification as soon as I do go ahead and upload more of them. Obviously, if we include Cthulhu into this, we still did manage to get our Cthulhu right here. We still do manage to get ourselves 3 legendaries in about 53 card packs. I will be unlocking some more once I actually complete my quests as well. So basically you get some quests to, I believe, get an additional 10 packs in total as well. So there's still definitely some packs to open up. But that is going to be it for this video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!